just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Go Silver, ready?
A second down throw for Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Hurts going to keep it on the option.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Man in motion is Smith. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. They're going to bring him down to the 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. First down picked up on the ground.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get this only to about the 10.
Easy. 63, back. Delta.
Once again, it's Barkley. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to fourth down. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Hurts working in the pistol. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
3rd and long for Hurts. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Harris. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. Now Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Second and 11. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And this ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 1st down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Great, sir. Hey, 73.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll run. It's Barkley. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts now. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Second down and 8.
63.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Hurts. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Here's Corey Bojorquez now as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Hurts. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down, taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Harris. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Go, Reed, go! Cowboy 80! Ready?
Back to throw. This pass caught by Judy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 23 yards. It's a Browns first down.
Let's go!
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A pass taken in by Harris. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Ready up!
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Set!
On the give, it's Harris. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. And a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No signal, and we will not get one. He's stopped short, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a 3rd attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
Can the defense do it again from the 1? 3rd down now, and goal. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Jerry Jeudy, touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On first down, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A gain of 14.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Man in motion is Smith. On 2nd down, Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Slot man in motion left. Oh, yeah. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
A gain of 4 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
Here's Barkley. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Man in motion is Smith. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. This one complete right side. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Up the middle they go. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Hurts. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the 1st of their 3 timeouts for the half. They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Well set up for the two-point conversion.
Here goes Hurts on the design run. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They run it over center with Harris. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. He is in. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Browns. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Browns draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Barkley's got the first down and more. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Browns getting their punting team out there. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll begin here on the ground. That one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now Barkley. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up fourth down.
The offense had a decision to make. Was it more important to keep the clock rolling or maintain possession? They take a little bit of a conservative approach there, keeping the ball on the ground. Now brings up fourth down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Davis to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep...
And he will score! Game on! David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Slot man in motion right. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Landon Dickerson guilty on that one. To throw on second down is Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28. He'll drop to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Once again, it's Barkley. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back in his own 9-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. We'll see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And this one will not be returned. Not the best of kicks, as it's going to wind up being touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Street. Track at 60.
They'll drop to throw. Laying out the catch. What a play. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Cleveland. Here's Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Go.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Now, a big 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lion. Hut, hut.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his big tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. This is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
Throwing right, it's taken in. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule. And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first down.
Ready? Check out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone. Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. A throw caught by Judy on the outside. A gain there of 11. It's a Browns first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock. Here we go. One final play. A ball deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
I don't know how that ball gets through, Mike. It seems like the entire defense was in the end zone awaiting that pass. All they've got to do is knock it down, but